Hey there guys, I'm back finally after since December. I'm back at my local cinema at Odeon. I'm off to see Peter Rabbit 2. Don't judge me, I'm taking my brother. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, even though I don't think the first movie's that exciting. But yeah, I'm just glad to be back in the cinema, but I'm hoping this will be alright. It's a baby step to going back to my normal movie experience. So out of all the films to come out after the third UK lockdown, it had to be Peter Rabbit 2. And since I reviewed the first Peter Rabbit film back in 2018, it makes sense to review this. Now, I'm not a fan of the first Peter Rabbit film. It had its moments, but it's not for me. So I wasn't fussed about seeing this film. Plus, I hate going to cinemas on Saturdays because it's always busy. And the one thing I forgot that I really hate is when people come in late with their torches from their phones and they're trying to find their seat and they're really irritating. It's so distracting. That, I mean, honestly, they're like, where's A15? Honestly, they need to make a rule about that, make them some kind of allocated seats for people who come in late near the entrances. With Peter Rabbit 2, all I'm going to say is this. I liked it a little bit more than the first movie, and I think it's because the first movie was really cringe with hedgehogs twerking. But I can't believe I'm saying this, I enjoyed it much more. I think it's because it had a better story, it was more funny, it had more charm. I'm not saying this is a good movie, I'm just saying it's better than I expected, and I like the fact it pokes fun of beloved children's franchises that become way too big for its own good and becomes way off from its original source material. Now the cast is pretty much the same with a few additions like David Oyelowo. Rose Byrne was fine, she was better handled compared to the first movie, but Donald Gleeson is the best thing to come out of this film. And again, I don't know why he needs to dye his hair in these films, but he's so over the top, but he's so funny. He was the one that made me giggle. And James Corden as Peter Rabbit. In my first review with the first Peter Rabbit film, I just didn't like the casting choice because it just felt so lazy because he's the most popular person at the moment. But in this, I think because it was a better film, I kind of learned just to accept it. Peter Rabbit 2 still has the same issues from the first movie, like a random soundtrack, and it doesn't help a squirrel sings half of it. But it's an improvement over the first movie, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. At the end of the day, it's a kids film. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Go like, share and subscribe. Let me know, what did you think of Peter Rabbit 2, and do you think it's better than the first movie? Go check out my Facebook, my Twitter and my Instagram page. You guys are awesome. I've got your back.